Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beavermosh, and today I'm talking to you about Freden, Komer, Hadet from the Copenhagen-based band Gabestok, and this one is coming off of Strange Eons Records. And before I get too far into this review, I should definitely preface that I am not a Danish speaker, and that is how all of these song titles, that is the language that they are in, all the lyrics. So I am going to try my absolute best, but I will not be perfect by any means. Anyway, with that said, Gabestok plays this very punk infused brand of black metal, and it's a recipe that they have clearly been honing in on now that this is their third record. And punk slash black metal has existed before this band. There's a lot of, say, blackened crust punk bands, a lot of punk ethos kind of injected into the first wave of black metal. But amongst contemporary bands that do mix punk and black metal, I would say Gabestok does it a little different than those bands. They really lean in onto this snotty irreverence, that kind of back to the roots approach that you find in some of the earlier punk records that's here in this album. And at the same time, it does maintain that icy black metal demeanor, but you can tell while doing that, it also just kind of wants to rock. And it does that really well at a primal level. Excels at it. S. Bleat Sook starts things off with these humming textures, creates this cool, noisy cloud for you with a nice sense of harmonic touch to it. The vocals have a real jagged edge to them, while the guitars have that aloof, serrated, punkish charm with a lot of violent, downstrummed chords. Still, this is very much a black metal album, and I want to continue to emphasize that grim, occultic energy is fully on display within this listen. And while being that, it also still allows for these weird, fuzzy synths. There's really sweet synth work on this record that adds this wanderlust to the music. Der et mig der star harud og lure, I believe I got that pretty close, has this kind of swinging rock rhythm to it, and the vocals have this super cool delivery to them. I imagine the vocalist wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses with a tilt in their shoulder delivering these lines, until it suddenly snaps into these unrestrained blast beats and feedback heavy, fiery tremolos. There's some cool synth work and guitar lines working together that's very emotive, has this great alluring melodic sense to it. Ner Bulgerne Vender has these brash, noisy guitar riffs that are paired with these creepy vocal lines, have this slithering delivery to them. There's this big, dense sounding bridge with these hypnotic, swelling synths. This is a thing that the band seems to have a particular knack for, and it's really satisfying to experience. There's just this energy, this dark, mystifying energy to the music here that's kind of hard to describe in mere sonic adjectives. Dodson's Airlig has this wide-eyed atmosphere to it, lots of space in between the walls of buzzing guitars. And the way that the guitars and the drums prod on, it has this crunch to it, which is not a word I'm used to using in describing black metal. Kun Trommern til Beige has these creeping, kind of staggered guitar lines that are really disoriented in how they are layered. You also get these wiry, Bauhausian, clean monotone vocals with some interjected barks. It's really unsettling and also really flexes the band's diversity and willingness to kind of explore certain territories to bring within their own music. Tab Dagen features these hallucinatory minor key grooves to them. This is like black and roll with an emphasis on the roll. I love this combination of stabbing guitars and spiky drum fills with these ringing twirls on the cymbals and these rolling bass lines. It's just so much fun. Venom would be proud. On Det Du Smager Off, you get these dark, flickering guitars and these over-the-top surf rock like harmonizing cleans. Somehow it works, and I listen and I'm like, sure, why not? And give the horns in response. I feel if a lesser band tried this, it would just be like a meme. But here, Gabestok nails it, especially with the icy, bleak instrumental backing it up. It's really intoxicating experiencing how this band does succeed with these odd little left hooks from time to time. On League Ostenstic Knock, the vocals are absolutely unhinged. These possessed screeches hitting your earbuds. And I love the punchy drum fills giving the track its backbone. You also get some really somber tremolo guitar and synth marriages here. Actually, the two instruments seem to mirror each other a lot on this record. I think it's a real key component into creating the really unique and noticeable humming phenomenon that is part of this record. The closing title track is just this weird blackened psych freakout with these circling hazy riffs and these quick rapid fire vocal bursts. The music will kind of slow down into this stupor and then just blast forward for a measure and then slow back down for a bit and just kind of move back and forth in that way. It's kind of wild. In many ways, Gabestok creates a very to the roots black metal record, and at the same time, it's a record that veers off the genre conventions a lot. This record has a lot of mystique and energy at the same time. The tracks are fresh and exciting. And this is, I feel, an example of how to combine punk and black metal in the best of ways. And hey, those are my thoughts. If you like this review, hit the like button. If you'd be so kind, it would mean the world to me if you would consider subscribing. Leave a comment below. I love engaging with those. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. And hey, keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh, and I'm signing off.